Happy Friday evening. It's uh it's almost time for Saturday. Patrick here from Have Cheetah Will View. The Cheetah will probably be joining us shortly. He is downstairs cat sharking around for some turkey treats. So I'm sure once he hears me talking, he'll come up to say hi. So I got some good news to report. A few weeks ago, I had mentioned that um, my library was open and the used bookstore in the library was open, and I showed a haul from my first visit there in over a year since the pandemic. Since that haul, uh, two two of the library workers got sick with COVID, and they had to shut the whole thing down again for several weeks. They just now reopened the bookstore again, so I actually made a trip down there to see what they had at the used bookstore. They were only letting four people in at a time for about 20 minutes apiece, so which is more than enough time to do damage. So I'll show you what I got. I found some good stuff. I think I found some pretty good stuff, but we'll leave it up to you guys. See what you think. I started off with two DVDs. I picked up Alone, which came out not that long ago. It looks pretty damn good. Looks, driving that woman is driving by herself at night. That's nightmare fuel out in the woods. So I don't know anything much about it other than that. I think it's vertical releasing, right? Or the Magnolia. So this will be interesting. It's not a magnet title. It's Magnolia. So I'm not sure if this is more of a suspense or a thriller or a horror, but we'll see. Next up, I found a copy of The Craft Legacy. So this came out earlier this or last year, and or maybe this year. So this is the sequel to the first movie, The Craft, which takes place obviously about 25 years after the first one did. So there are some small connections to the first movie that I know about. So I heard mixed reviews about this, and of course the cheetah's here. Um, Hi Paladin. Okay, thanks. Okay, so he's telling me right now that he's into the craft. Okay, cheetah craft here. So anyway, the craft legacy supposed to be pretty decent. So take a look at it. So that's the DVDs. Next up is some Blu-rays. I picked up Harriet with Cynthia Evero and Leslie Odom Jr. It's really cool to see Leslie Odom Jr. pop break it. I was introduced to him during watching the fourth season of a Person of Interest, and ever since he did that show, his star has just been shooting skyward, and so here he is as one of the lead actors in Harriet. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. Looks good. Oh, the Harriet is Harriet Tubman, by the way. Next up, I got Liam Neeson, Honest Thief. Um, I know Liam Neeson does a lot of these movies now, um, but once in a while, I mean, these are pretty good. I mean, he's always solid. So, he's like an older, he's like the, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, he's he's probably more of a thinking man's actor now. As far as action star goes, um, but he still gets the job done. Since he put out on Honest Thief, he's also released a movie called The Marksman, uh, which hopefully I'll be able to pick up soon from my library. Okay. I picked up The High Note, which is, I think, supposed to be about two different choir groups singing. This has Kelvin Harrison Jr., Ice Cube. I know the ladies from Tracy Ellis Ross from Girlfriends, and Dakota Johnson. So this looks like to be a lot of fun. Next up is El Camino, which was the follow-up movie to Breaking Bad that came out on Netflix. I'm not necessarily a Breaking Bad fan. I mean, I got a couple seasons. If they fall into my lap, great. But I do like Aaron Paul quite a bit, and he's the star of this movie, and this is pretty much a standalone, with shades from the last couple of episodes from the series, but it's a standalone featuring his character Jesse. So I heard good things about this, and I was actually looking for this, so nice to find it. Next up is a comic book film called Bloodshot with Vin Diesel, based on based on a comic, and it's a superhero type movie. Vin Diesel's character goes on assignments and then gets regenerated after he completes it. So if he gets shot up, they can just recover him and put him back together and send him out to do another job. Supposed to be wiping out his memory, but I think that doesn't go too well. I don't know how this will go. I mean, it'd be nice to see Vin Diesel actually, get another movie other than Fast and the Furious going. I mean, I like Riddick, but I thought the last Riddick was way too much like the second one, so I was not impressed with that one. This is rated PG-13. Okay, so he actually made this more of for a bigger audience. So, let's see. Next up is The Wolf of Snow Hollow. This is the last movie I believe that Robert Forster did before he passed away. Again, I've heard mixed reviews about this. I know some people absolutely love this, and some people were not impressed. I'm looking forward to it. A good werewolf movie is very hard to find, and so anytime someone wants to take a chance on doing a werewolf movie, I'm about that. So this could be really fun. All right, I picked up Emma, which was written by Jane Austen, and this stars Anna Taylor-Joy from The Witch and The Queen's Gambit. So it seems like all these young stars seem to do these Jane Austen movies as soon as they start to break out. I know that Kate Winslet has done a Jane Austen one. I know Anne Hathaway did one. So yep. Next up, it's either a Jane Austen movie or they do Little Women. So, but I'd like to see her how she does. I mean, she was really good in The Witch, so it'll be nice to see her do Emma. Actually, I want to say that Gwyneth Paltrow did this movie back when she was Under Eyes. And then the big thing I got, which is really cool, I picked up a series. Someone donated a series, and you can tell because they put their name on it. But someone donated a series to the library, a British series called George Gently. It ran for 8 years. The British do their series a little differently. The series were made out of movies. So each season has anywhere between 2 to 4 movies, and that's the season. They're not 23 episodes or whatever. This was put out by Acorn. Um, I had missed out earlier last year, before the pandemic. Someone had actually donated half of the Midsummer Murders uh, collection, and I wanted it, but I thought $28 was too high. But the more I thought about it, I said, you know what, I should go get it. And when I went there to get it the next week, it was long gone. So I sort of looked at this as a chance to make up for that. And so I picked up 6 seasons of the George Gently series. Everything you see here, I got for $1, $1 a piece from my library. So $1 for all these new releases. Well, this was $4 because there's 4 seasons, but $1 for everything. So yeah, the library is it's back open, and I'm so glad. And I'll be going up there next Wednesday and see what else is upcoming. But that's my haul for the library this week. Let me know what you think in the comments below. How did I do? Is there anything that you saw that I picked up that you've seen, and what did you think about it? If you're new to my channel, please consider subbing. We'd like to have you. If you do sub to me, please leave me a comment down below so YouTube does not come by and wipe out your sub. Hit the like button and hit the bell button, the notification bell, and I'll come by and repay the favor. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we will see you Sunday night on the midnight hour. And until then, peace.